¿Ya estando la música ya empieza?
5, 4, 3, 2.
What's happening, man?
How you doing, man?
Welcome to the crib.
Fernando, thank you for inviting us, man.
Hey, everybody, welcome to I Love Michelada show. We have Edgar Preciado, the beer thug.
Beer Thug Life. What's up, homies?
Dude, that's such a dope name.
Yeah, man.
How long have you been the beer thug for?
For about a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Right before we started shooting, we were talking about like how you appreciate the fact that we do like craft beers with micheladas, and like I always feel like, not that it's my duty, but like I like getting people into beers, right? Like I have a lot of people come to the bar and they'll be like, I'll have a beer, and I'll be like, which one? They'll be like, I don't know, just a beer, and it's like, all right, look, try these four. And if you don't like any of these four, then I'll give you.
You just give them Mexican lager if they just want a beer or a regular lager.
Since I know that's what they want, right?
Yeah.
But first, I'll have them try the other stuff. The stuff that I know that they've never tried, and they probably won't try anywhere else because they just go ask for a beer.
Yeah.
And like most times they'll like, oh that mango hef was really dope. I'll take that.
Yeah.
And I'll like try to like kind of change their mind about it. But how did you get into the craft beer scene?
I've been actually drinking craft beer for like a little over 10 years now.
What did you grow up drinking?
Well, you know, like everyone else, my dad used to drink Budweiser, Light, you know. And
do you remember what was like your gateway drug? Like, how did you like? What was the first thing you had?
The gateway drug or gateway?
The gateway craft beer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Ooh, shit. I think my first actual craft beer was the Boston Lager.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think they're still craft beer, right? They still haven't been bought off, right? The Boston
Sam
Beer Club.
Adams.
Samuel Adams. Yes. Yeah. Sam Adams. I think that was my first one, and then I started, you know, trying the Belgian beers, like the Chimay.
Yeah.
And
I was talking to my homie, and we were saying how like in our community, those are the first beers that people get exposed to.
Yeah.
Like the Belgiums and like the heavy stuff.
Yeah, because they actually, you see them in the stores.
Yeah, you see them in stores, in the communities.
Some of the, you know, like the craft beers that you know, they only sell them at the breweries, and you don't get to see them in distribution that much, you know, but yeah, so that's how I started, and we've been drinking ever since, man. And I turned my wife into it as well, you know, and you know, we're just from the hood, and we just love craft beer, you know, and that's why, you know, my name is Beer Thug Life, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
So you went from drinking like Bud Lights, and now what do you drink?
Oh man, I'm a super beer geek, man. Yeah, I drink high end stuff. Like I still go on lines, and well, not as much like before.
Are you into like have you ever camped out for a beer?
Yes, I have several times.
What was the latest beer you camped out for?
The last beer that I camped out was for Three Chiefs Faja.
How was it?
Oh, amazing, man.
What style was it?
So it's basically a pastry stout. These guys are gonna kill it, man. Three Chiefs, man.
Three Chiefs.
Yeah, they're in a Segunda right now. But they're using someone's brewery, but they're gonna move to Long Beach pretty soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had Connor from Indy.
Yeah, that's my brother, man.
And then he was talking about the pastry style, how like that's like a new style people are doing.
Yeah, this is the perfect weather. I wanted to bring one, but there's a couple bottles that I'm saving for
like special.
Yeah, for a special event that they're super rare, you know. But yeah, man, I love stouts, man. That rich, creamy, you know, mouthfeel, you know, like, and some of the adjuncts that they put, you know, like cinnamon or vanilla, you know, cacao nibs. I mean, those beers are great, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And now today you actually brought your own beer. You made yourself.
Yeah.
How long have you been making beer for?
So prior to me doing Beer Thug Life, like I said, I was just drinking beer, right? And then started making these videos online on Instagram, and they started blowing up, and breweries were like sending a message, "Hey, can we do a beer with you?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, man! Fuck yeah!" That was like a dream for me, you know what I mean? And our first beer was in Pennsylvania. They flew us out there, a brewery called Blueprint Brewing.
Dude, that's fucking dope.
And it was crazy, man. And from there, that beer was called Cholo Chugs.
Cholo Chugs.
Yeah, because that was my hashtag, because Cholo Chugs beer, you know. Yeah, it's funny, man. And then I started just doing more and collabs, and then, you know, like we decided, hey, we you know, just make a little business out of this, you know.
Yeah.
They called me a craft beer influencer. I fucking hate that name. You know,
what do you consider yourself? Just like a drinker?
I'm just a regular dude that likes beer, man. You know what I mean? You know, and you know, when I started doing the collabs, I was like, I don't want to be that one guy that just shows up and takes pictures and just sprinkles hops into the, into, you know what I mean, to the kettle, you know, during Whirlpool or whatever.
You want to be involved.
I want to be involved from step one to all the way to the canning line. I mean, from all the way from making the beer to I mean, every single aspect to, you know, the label, the name of the beer, what type of beer, you know, what type of ingredients we're going to use, everything, man.
That's awesome.
So me and my wife, we joined a club, a Latino club, home brewer club, which is called SoCal Cerveceros.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
Yeah, so shout out to the homies and the homegirls from SoCal Cerveceros and Cerveceras.
And some of them are opening up their own breweries now too, right?
We have several members already that already, for example, Brujeria.
Brujeria
is the most recent
one.
one.
They opened up last week, 2 weeks ago?
Yes. Prior to that, it was what's that other one?
Yeah.
The homie Feathered Serpent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
That's over there in way out there in San Dimas.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude, we gotta go on a beer tour.
Yeah, I know. You know, but yeah, man, I started, you know, just about like, you know, I got my wife's 5-gallon or her tamale pot.
Yeah.
And I started using that as, you know,
no
when I started brewing my beer. The Princess House ones, you know, like every Mexican has one of those, you know. And she like, why you take my pot? I was like, oh, you don't even make tamales, man. You just sitting there for nothing, you know.
It's just chilling there.
It's just chilling there. So I'm you know, put it to use, man. So I started, you know, brewing beer at the house.
What was the first beer you brewed?
The first beer, it was I think it was I ruined the fuck out of that beer, man. You know, and it was a brown ale, whatever, it was a brown ale, but it wasn't all grain. It was just, you know, like because, you know, first when you have all grain to brew, and then you have where the mash is already made and it's more simple. So I ruined the beer, and then I made another one. I just kept on trying and trying. The
first step to being good at something is being bad at it.
And you know what? I'm still learning. You know, this is still a process, but like it's crazy because I learned at a bigger scale.
Yeah.
You know,
and then you had to go back.
Then I had to go back, you know, and you know, brew it at the house. You know?
They taught you how to make it with like the industrial stuff.
Yeah, you know, like we're talking in barrels, not in gallons. You know. Yeah. So so far I got like maybe 11 beers already. Right now I have 2 in the house that are fermenting. I have my first it's Czech Pilsner. Pilsners are harder to make and lagers are hard to make because the fermentation has to be real cold.
Yeah.
And then it takes about 2 months or something like that.
So that just means you need a lot of space in your fridge?
Well, you need to be able to control the temperature.
Okay.
You know, so you have to kind of like set up your fridge. I bought a used fridge and I put a temperature controller to make sure that the temperature is correct. Yeah, exactly.
What temperature is it at?
So usually a lager it's around 50 degrees, 48 to 50 degrees, and you got to keep it at that and just let it sit, man.
2 weeks.
Like about 2-3 weeks, and then you transfer it. It's called lagering. You transfer it into another container and just let it chill for like in 35 degrees so the beer can clear up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how you get that clear, crisp flavor.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And what did you bring today?
So right now this is a beer that I made, just a single hazy IPA.
You say it like it's an easy thing to do.
Well, I mean, it's not. It's actually hard because because it's not like you're at a brewery where you're doing all these you have all you have all these equipment. I'm doing it bare bones with what what I got. I spent some money on a couple little gadgets here and there, but just the minimum, man, because it gets a little expensive, man.
Yeah, it can get.
Yeah. So this is just like
let's try the beer by itself because I'm really interested in trying the beer, and then we'll make it into a michelada.
All right. So this is just my single IPA. There's 8 different hops. Like I said, I just poured it right now from the keg, so it's kind of like.
It smells really good.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh man, it's like pineapple-y.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
only clocking in at 6.5 ABV, not that strong.
It's a good percentage.
Pretty mellow.
Dude, it's really good for like homebrew. For you're saying like bare bones and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm still learning and everything, but I'm getting a little bit better. Even my son, you know, I always have him, I call him my guinea pig. Like, try it out before I try it, you know. And he's like, it's all right, Dad. Now tell me the truth, motherfucker. You know, like don't lie to me. And then the other day he was like, dude, Dad, this is so good. I was like,
this is really good.
Yeah,
I really like it.
You know, and like I said,
this is like on par with some of the stuff I've had at like liquor stores and.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm still, like I said, I'm still learning, and I just want to be able to every time when I do a collab, because I'm gonna have a bunch of them lined up for next year and this year as well. I just want to be able to. I want to learn the business. I want to, you know, I'm already in the industry already, and I love the people, and we need more, you know, more people of color.
We need more people like us.
Yes.
You know, we need more brown people. We need more people in general.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, representation.
Exactly. Representation, exactly, man. And that's where we're come from. You know, that's where we.
Because I you know, like I feel like when the craft beer scene started, a lot of people were like, oh, that's like a white guy thing.
Yeah. I used to go, me and my wife, to these breweries, and it was. And like we're like, hey, we're like the only Mexicans here.
But I feel like people, like our own people, right? Like we would stop ourselves from going.
Yeah, cause I used to take to the hood, you know, to the barrio over there, my block over there, and I used to here, try this out. And the homie like, shit, está muy amarga, cause everybody, you know, drinking Modelos and everything.
Everybody drinking Modelo, or everybody drinking like Amstel Light, like Stella.
And you know, and I told him, hey, we should go to the brewery. Like, nah, homie, I don't want to go to no brewery.
Yeah, that's some white people shit.
That's for white people. Like, no, it's not, dog.
Yeah, it's not.
And that's the perception they had, because, you know, the majority of craft beer drinkers are, you know, they're still the majority. Yeah. You know, but the same, like how the country, how diverse it is, it's not the same with craft beer.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's slowly changing. You know,
it's of course.
Dope and Dank?
Yeah, of course. I know Tio.
His shirt where it says, black people drink beer.
Yeah. I know that guy for a while, man. Yeah. Him cool and Benny. Yeah. I did a couple chugs with him. I did a beer with him and everything.
That's dope. Well, I hope you don't mind, but we're gonna make it to some michelada.
Oh, that's fine, man.
Let's try that.
Oh shit.
And you tell me what you think of our michelada. I'm gonna add a little more in here. Cholo Besa.
Cholo Cerveza.
So what's the name of this beer we're drinking?
This one doesn't have a name. It's just a hazy IPA, you know.
How do you come up with your names?
We could call it whatever you want, man. You know.
Cheers.
We could call it Fernando Hazy.
I like this. It says cheers, motherfuckers.
So this is my my signature. Every time I drink a beer, I always say cheers, motherfuckers.
Well, cheers, motherfuckers.
It's good, not bad, man. You know, a lot of people are accustomed to drinking a michelada with a lager or a pilsner, something light.
Yeah.
But
I feel like these craft beers really bring out more flavor.
Oh yeah, man. The other day I had a saison. I think it was a peach saison or something like that. Man, it's because I get breweries that send me beer.
Get so many shit, yeah.
Yeah, and I forgot. You know, I can't keep up.
That's really good.
And dude, the michelada, I tried it and it was amazing, man. It blew me away, man. Yeah. It was crazy, man. But yeah, man, it enhances it way better than your typical lager.
Border X makes pepino sour. And that sour we mixed with this beer.
Oh yeah, the pepino sour
with this. It makes them like a really dope pepino michelada.
Yeah, well, the head brewer of Border X he's a SoCal cervecero as well.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Has he been with them since San Diego, or the head brewer here in LA?
The head brewer here in LA, not the one from San Diego, but he just got recently the job a couple. I'm gonna say 2 months ago or something like 3 months ago. Yeah,
well, how did your kind of taste in beer develop? Like after you were getting to Belgium's, what was the next thing you got into?
Well, you know, we just started,
Or would you I'm fucking going to try everything?
Well, yeah, I mean, we started going to the brewery. I mean, I started going to the breweries because my wife was a wine drinker.
Who did you go with? Like, did you just went by yourself, or did you gather a group of people?
Nah, because I used to go by myself. I used to go by myself, and I didn't know that many people in craft beer. And next thing you know, you start meeting people. Oh, you should go here. You should go here. And since there's no craft brewery in Compton in the hood, I had to go to the closest place. Yes. The closest place was over there in Torrance, you know. So
which one?
So we can Monkish,
LA Works.
LA Works is a little bit. Well, that's in Hawthorne, I think. Hawthorne, right? Hawthorne. Yeah. So I started, going around, but then I started getting in these craft beer groups where people were trading beer from across the. So I got all into that, like, so I used to go to the Monkish and get some cans, and I used to get some beer from like New York or from Maine.
Trade.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and I was able to like acquire all these like super rare beers because we can't get them here, because most of these small craft breweries, they don't have no,
big distribution.
they only sell it at the brewery, because when you start distributing a beer, they don't make as much profit.
Yeah, I mean, with our product, and I've learned that now, that I have a product where it's like, I have my price, my cost, and then if you add a distributor, they have to get a cut.
Of course,
and then the store has to get a cut.
Yeah, exactly.
And the farther you are, the more distributors. So like, I go to a store now, I look at a product that's worth like $150, and I'm like, gee, how much do they spend on this? Like, what kind of ingredients must be in this thing for it to be?
So one can out of the 4-pack at the brewery, they're selling it for $17-18.
Yeah,
up to 20.
Because everybody has to get a cut,
right? So that's how much they sell it at the brewery. But now they start distributing, they have to sell it to the distributor for $10, or whatever. So they're not making as much money. That's why a lot of these craft breweries, they just sell in house, try to pay the bills,
I feel like a lot of the most successful ones keep it mainly in house, or they have to develop like a brew pub where it's like a restaurant and a brewery.
Yeah. Monkish is one of the ones that created so much hype.
Yeah, and like the beer hype guys.
And it created so much hype because their beers. I mean, I don't know if you ever been to one of the releases.
I haven't, not yet.
They announce it literally 2 hours before the actual release, then because they open at 4:00, so they announce it around 2:00, and there's like 150 people in line already. So by the time you get there out of work and everything, there's like 300 people in line waiting for that beer. That's how popular it got.
Do they know? Do you know a day ahead or like that day?
That day, you don't know no day, but you have some people have inside guys that kind of like, oh look, they're taking out the pallet of, like super,
the tip guys.
Yeah, the tip guys. They're the ones that they're they have like fan pages of Monkish and stuff like that. But I don't. Thankfully, I don't have to go in line no more. Because now I just.
You got the plug.
I got the little plug. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's cool. So are you? Is the goal to one day open up a brewery?
Yes, that's the goal. But we got to be realistic. There's a lot of breweries now. There's over 7,000 now in this country. There's a lot of competition, man.
I feel like breweries like a restaurant, right? Like you go to, how many restaurants are there? And they're all surviving because you have to be able to survive within yourself and kind of like figure out the business model behind it.
You have to, I guess, you have to find a niche, something that people, like I said, there's nothing in Compton. There's nothing, East LA.
Even here in this area, in South LA.
South Central. We do have the homies from South Central Brewing that they're killing it too, man. They're part of the, I'm telling you, man, the SoCal Cerveceros is going to be something huge, man, because, if it started off as a Latino homebrewer club, now it just, all of a sudden, there's all races there. We started, they felt welcome but a lot of people, seriously, they brew better beer than some of these breweries that you go to, man.
I'm sure.
And, because you have the passion on, once you start brewing, man, you become like addicted to it. It's fun, and it's actually real satisfying to see someone like to try your beer and like, hey, this is real fucking good. You know what I mean? Or this is shitty, but that makes you want to try harder. You know what I mean? Yeah.
People that you grew up with, like people from where you're from, or like your neighborhood, your friends and stuff, are they now more open to trying more beer? Do you see more people drinking beer?
Yeah, especially like in our community, that they're, like I said, they're accustomed to drinking the Modelos and stuff like that. And I'm always every single person that tells me about beer, I always tell them, here, man, I'll try this, or I was trying to change someone, man, because like me, I prefer to support, local, but not just that, because craft beer's flavor compared to just
flavor.
Exactly, flavor, better ingredients.
It's like you're taking the time, you're consuming something. Eating in general is just so intimate, right? Like you're bringing something into your body. So why not have like the most fulfilling experience? and that's why food is so big right now. People are constantly searching out for like the best of.
Yeah.
You know, and there's never a best of, because best is always relative to the time.
And also it's good because, you know, a lot of these breweries, they do the food pairing stuff.
Yeah, the food pairing.
Yeah, so, you know, they'll have like a, and we've been to some of these food pairings, and oh my god, like the beer just matches so good with the type of the dish or whatever.
What's the best thing you've had at a food pairing?
I think it was a saison, I think a mango saison, and it then had a ceviche with mango on it, and it was so good, man. You know, and then the other day we had it was a chocolate dessert or something like that, and we had it with a stout, and I mean, perfect, you know, perfect pairing, man.
My favorite is middle hop citrusy.
Yeah,
like that's where my palate lives.
You don't like it too bitter.
I don't like the over. You know, for a while there was like that trend. Everybody's going as bitter as possible.
Yeah, the OG West Coast IPA.
I couldn't get into it.
I love those, man. Yeah, a lot of people couldn't get to it, but now that they started making these, you know, these super juicy beer,
the
hazy, and all like that. Exactly. They don't. The bitterness is not too, you know.
Yeah, it's not forward. It's
not
exactly. Like too bitter forward.
Exactly.
It's like back there, but it's like just enough. It's like liquor, right? Like a tequila. Like some people want it to be like really hard or really strong.
Oh, some people want it smooth.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or like the reposados, right? Where it's like very vanilla-y or very woody.
Yeah, because of the oak.
The oak, yeah.
The barrel brings all those characteristics, you know, and those. It's the same thing with beer, man. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that
barrel-aged beer.
A lot of beers are barrel-aged, man.
Yeah.
And the oak, I mean, that brings so much different flavors into that
vanilla,
one. Yeah,
woods.
man. It's bourbon barrels, tequila barrels.
People are using mezcal barrels now too.
And every single wine barrel. I mean, every fucking barrel you could imagine. You know, hey man, well, why not, right?
There's experimenting with flavors.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. What are you most excited about the beer scene right now? Or what are some trends that you're like, fuck, that's dope?
I'm very excited how more diverse is getting, man. It brings hope to me, because we've been working very hard at you know, introducing craft beer to the hood, you know, and it makes me real happy to see more people, you know, enjoying, like even my pops is like, you know the old school Mexican guys. They're real stubborn, man, and they're just no, yo tomo tecate, me vale madre, you know, like, you know,
or Mickey's. That's that's as craft as they get.
Yeah, man, and then, you know. And now my pops, he'd be like, you know, he drinks craft beer, man, you know, and I've seen a lot of people, you know, start drinking craft beer, man, just start changing, man. You have to have your open mind, man.
I'm waiting to go to a liquor store in my corner and see like a fucking craft beer next to the Cobra.
And you know, that's what I'm saying. They ain't shit, man.
Yeah.
And you just gotta talk to the owner of the liquor store and tell them, hey, man, check it out, because they're gonna listen to. If you're a consumer, they're gonna listen to you, man. So if you go there and tell them, hey man, can you order craft beer? Like, what is that? You know? And so, like, who's your distributor? And the guy showed me the list of the beers at the distributor. Ain't nothing, no craft beer. I'm like, dude, you need to get another distributor, man. But some of the distributors, they have a contract, man.
It's
bullshit, so man. Shady, man. Especially the big beer. Oh, you know, you motherfuckers know what you're doing, man. Yeah. They pay them money, man. And
I mean, I'm in the same boat, because my biggest competitors are owned by a distributor.
Yeah. So it's like, you know. And that sucks, man. But little by little, things are changing. Yeah. People, once more people start drinking craft beer, they're not going to be buying that shit no more, man.
Yeah, it's hard to go back.
You know, exactly.
Have you had a Modelo lately?
Yeah. I don't drink Modelo whatsoever anymore.
But have you had one recently?
No, I haven't. Since
it's such a weird.
Ever since they started doing the
water issues.
The water issues, I boycotted anything Modelo. You know, I used to love Negra Modelo. I'm not gonna lie. You know, but I can't be a supporter of something like, you know, like what they're doing over there in Mexicali. You know.
Yeah. And have you even had like a Tecate or something?
I've had.
It just tastes like water now.
Yeah, I know. They don't taste like they have no flavor, man. You got to drink them super cold, man. That's why they drink them super cold, because
that's why it's such a selling point.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
They know that's the only way to get them to taste
exactly, man. Exactly. That's why craft beer, you could drink it in almost warm and shit. It
Yeah.
still tastes good, man.
Well, some of them they do serve warm.
Yeah,
right?
like
That's
the
English
stout,
style.
like the old stouts.
Yeah.
Some of the like the Trappiste beers, the Belgium. You know, you drink them not super warm, hot, but you know, like room temperature. Yeah.
I really fuck with like Sarah's Market. I think they do something really dope, where it's like they're in the hood that they grew up in.
I love. That's what I'm saying. Over there at Sarah's Market, it's a little ass store. You would never think that they have craft beer, and they have
back and they have an amazing selection.
Yeah, no, I said we've been there a couple times already, man. Shout out to Sarah's Market, man.
Yeah,
And
shout out to Sarah's Market.
They supported us as well when we had our beers. You know, they carried a lot of these liquor stores, man. They you know, when we come out with the beers, and they support us, and then you know. And then they'll announce it on their Instagram and everything, and it's wonderful to see that, man. Yeah.
Well, if you ever need anything, let me know.
Of course, man. No, the michelada tastes real good, man.
It is,
by the
really
way,
good, right?
man. You know what? I make a good michelada too, but I think yours, you got me a little bit. You know?
You're the first person to admit that about their own micheladas.
Nah, cause you know, you're always gonna say yours is the best, whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we're saying.
Yeah.
If you make it from scratch and you make it at home, it might be better.
Yeah.
But ours is a lot easier.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to do, you know, you just put the little
add beer. And
that's it. That, you know, exactly.
So you have like 5 people over, 8 people over. You just want to wake up early.
But there's not a lot of people doing the michelada mixes, man. There's a market, you know, for I've seen a couple like 7 or 8 brands already,
and some are really good. Yeah. And some are not. It's like beer, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Some are good. Other ones, all they do is they buy Bloody Mary mix and they just put a michelada name on it.
Yeah. Which is hell no. Yeah, that's not the way you make a michelada.
But some are good.
Yeah.
You know, and you gotta show love.
How long you been doing the michelada mix?
Dude, we make it for like 5-6 years now.
Okay. And you started making it in your kitchen? And
so we have a restaurant in Koreatown. It's called Gelagetsa.
Gelagetsa
in Koreatown. And this is the original one. This is the OG brown, original brown.
Okay, so we're drinking. No, we're not drinking.
We're drinking the red.
Okay.
But I'll give you a bottle. You can take home and try it out. I'll give you a bottle of each one.
Okay, so what's the difference between that one?
This one's more tomatoey, so it's a lot more well balanced. It's a lot crispier. It's more citrusy.
Okay.
This one's more savory.
Yeah.
So like if you see the color.
Yeah, the brown one. Yeah. Okay.
This is like OG.
Yeah,
this
because
is for like hardcore michelada drinkers.
Yeah, because usually a michelada is kind of reddish, right?
It depends where. That's an LA thing, and that's kind of where I'm fighting against.
Yeah.
Because in LA, micheladas are red.
Well,
if you go to Mexico,
the chiladas, they don't even have like clamato. They just have like
just lime.
Lime. Yeah.
So to me, that's what michelada's basis. It's primarily lime. If your michelada doesn't have any lime or citrus in it, it's like not really a michelada. So like if you go to Oaxaca, where I'm from, this is what a michelada is.
Okay.
Where it's like brown, it's mostly sauces, mostly spices. They don't even add tomato juice.
So that one doesn't have tomato juice.
It's got a little bit.
Okay, so it has other spices that makes it brown.
Tomato is a blending agent. So what tomato does, it kind of blends flavors together. But by itself, what it does is it kind of reduces the flavors. That's why people like it in their beer sometimes, because it takes away the bitterness.
Yeah.
It's like people who think they like beer, but they don't really like beer.
Yeah.
Or they don't like the bad beer.
The Bloody Marys are good, man. I like. It's kind of like, you know, the
kind of like that, but the michelada should have more citrus and it should have more like savoriness to it. Because otherwise you're drinking like a bloody beer, and that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. Okay. You know? Okay. No, you're the expert, man. You know what? But you know pretty much a lot about beer too, man. Which I like that.
Man, I like beer. I very much like beer, and I curate the beer at Smorgasburg. So since I've been doing that,
I need to stop by over there, man. I've never been there, man.
I'm very proud of my beer selection.
Yeah. Okay, so you got a bunch. Oh, maybe one day you guys carry some of our beer, man.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
And we rotate beers a lot. I mean, right now I'm carrying Indy Del Rey. Del Rey is my favorite IPA.
Yeah. That's a classic West Coast, but it's not too bitter.
It's not bitter at all. It's like it's drinkable.
Yeah, I know.
Or like you can have 10 of them.
Yeah.
And like you won't feel that.
Like all that bloated. Yeah. No, James, he's a real good brewer,
very
man.
Very good.
So we made a beer with Indy before.
What'd you make?
It was called A Thin Line Between Love and Haze.
Oh, that's dope. I think I probably had it then.
Yeah, so we made we're doing another one.
Because I'm in there often.
Yeah, so we're gonna do another one next month.
What's the name?
But I can't say yet.
Okay, you can't say anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but because this is gonna be the first. It's gonna be super special, man.
That's dope.
It's gonna be for the anniversary, and I'm super excited,
Connor
man.
over, he brought Whose Lime Is It Anyway?
Yeah, that one it had the kiwi lime, I think. Kiwi, and then it had some vanilla beans on it. Yeah.
Very good.
That one's good, man. They're always coming up with different stuff, but for the anniversary, it's gonna be something they've never done before, and I'm very excited about that. So be on the lookout, guys.
We'll have a mango hef by Garage Brewing.
Oh, that one's good. That's
good.
over in Temecula,
Temecula.
right? Yeah. Because I have family over there.
So that's the one that we make with this, and we make a mango michelada.
Oh, okay.
And it really pulls out the mango flavor. And then I have a Border Rex Pepino Sour. I have a Angry Horse. Their what's it called? Hibiscus Saison. It's very good.
Yeah, I mean those saisons with those different fruits on it. It's a whole different experience on the beer, man.
Yeah.
And that's why people don't understand how good it is, man.
Yeah, people don't understand how wide beer can be.
Yeah. People
have an
just think,
idea.
oh, beer? Yeah. I don't like beer.
Yeah.
Well, have you tried this?
Have you tried this? Yeah.
And then I love to see the face of the person like, oh my God, this is so good, man. You know what I mean? It's exciting to see that, man.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to see too.
Yeah.
When like people are like, I don't like these things, and you give them something, they're like, oh shit, I didn't know it could taste like this.
They thought beer just Modelo, Corona. No, beer. It's there's so much
or especially
different.
like people who drink Corona, like
dude, it's like that. Why they have to put a lime on it
Yeah.
and salt to give flavor on
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Corona's the one beer that gives me a headache.
I don't like I said, I don't drink none of those beers no more, and I'm glad. There's plenty of good beers around.
Yeah, tons of them.
I could make my own beer I could make a better, better
this
Corona.
is way better than anything else I've had.
Right?
Man, let me get some more of that.
Another little splash, cause there you go.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, man. Thanks you
for
for
coming
inviting
by.
us. Thank you.
And cheers, motherfuckers.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
A beer chug, thug chug.